Those lesser spirits were so beautiful!
I've never seen one before until now.
I've encountered some during my time, but not the numbers we just witnessed.
Then you're just like us!
Indeed I am.
Rowan, thank you for taking my hand when we jumped.
You needn't thank me at all. I merely did what I'd do for any of my friends.
That's right, we're friends.
Yay! I never thought we'd make friends with someone much older.
You're very good with children.
No, not at all. I just know how to treat a lady.
And such a charmer as well.
I do get that a lot.
I bet you do.
I'm sorry we put you in danger again.
It's okay.
You don't need to say that. We're friends now.
Are you sure? Even I get freaked out traveling with Mila sometimes.
You and me both. Hey, Elise. I bet we can find someplace nice and quiet for you to live around here. You'd be away from all this danger.
But I don't want to leave.
This is out of the blue. You got a line on someone who'd be willing to take her?
Well, not yet.
Don't go making promises you can't keep!
So what's the plan, kid?
I'll figure something out. I promised Mila I would.
For Mila, huh?
Saved by Rowan once again.
Yeah, I don't even worry about enemy spirit arts anymore.
Though I'm just honored that my old geezer tricks could be of use to you.
You really are one handy geezer. I feel like we youngins ought to be bowing our heads in thanks.
Oh, we should.
Thank you, honored elder.
Oh my, no need for that. This is getting a little embarrassing.
Very well then. I'll simply pat you on the head. You did good.
Mila? Rowan isn't a child.
That takes me back to my youth. Such happy memories. I'll keep doing my best.
What? It's actually working?
Don't worry about me. Someone get these people to a hospital.
Yes, sir!
The doctors say all of the captured citizens will recover.
You have my deepest gratitude, everyone.
Mine too. I can't thank you enough.
I'm just glad everyone is okay.
Well then, we should be going.
Already? What's the rush?
We'll have to pass through Fort Gandala from here.
Fort Gandala. Then your destination must be Fenmont.
Yes, I have unfinished business there.
How do you plan to pass through the fortress?
We'll just have to fight our way through.
Not the easiest of plans. I shall send men to infiltrate the base. They will facilitate your passage.
You sure you should be helping us? We are being chased by the military after all.
House Cheryl has never been particularly loyal to Noctigal. In fact, I just issued a formal complaint with the military and ordered their troops to withdraw.
In other words, you're pretty much on the verge of war.
Then we should take him up on his offer. It's certainly more appealing than a suicide charge.
I see. Very well. We accept your offer.
Excellent. After what you've done for my people, it is the least I can do. It will take some time to put the pieces in place, however. In the meantime, please, make yourselves at home. Rowan, please remain with our guests. Make certain they want for nothing.
As you wish, sir.
Thank you.
Wah, hooray! Sleepover party with Dressel!
You got it.
You all must be tired. I will have rooms readied. Speak with me when you wish to retire.
Thank you, and sorry for being a burden.
You must be exhausted. You should rest. Your chambers are prepared. Feel free to rest any time.
That hit the spot.
Oh, the soup was quite satisfying.
Yes, the flavor was deep and refined.
Really? You didn't think it was a little bland?
Forgive me for saying so, Alvin, but your palate is too crude to appreciate such a delicate balance of flavors.
My, aren't you the expert?
It must have taken a great deal of effort for the chef to create such a layered flavor profile.
Wow, you're really particular about food.
Indeed I am. Cooking is something of a hobby of mine.
I would love to try one of your dishes.
It would be an honor to serve you. But the problem is, I use only the finest ingredients, which I insist on growing or raising myself. Naturally, I blend my own seasonings. And all of my recipes incorporate appropriate seasonal ingredients arranged in perfect harmony. But due to my relentless quest for culinary perfection, I have yet to actually complete my first dish.
Sounds like quite the pursuit.
My stomach seems to be empty again. When do we eat?
Again with this one. Good performance, but terrible fuel efficiency.
It doesn't seem to be operational anymore.
You know, these devices look a lot like the ones we saw in the Leforte Research Center.
Yes, they absorb mana and transfer it elsewhere. Definitely a similar design. They must have been trying to create something by mixing human mana with lesser spirits.
You mean like that butterfly atrocity?
No, I suspect that was a side effect of a failed creation. Most likely, the lesser spirits they were using went out of control when we intervened.
It's frightful to think that such a powerful monster could be an accidental result of a failed experiment.
Wow.
What is it, Elise?
I just can't believe we all jumped from such a great height.
We could have died!
That's very true.
Hey, you're the one who suggested we all ride down here on your channeling circle. I mean, you knew it was going to be okay, right?
I wouldn't say new, exactly. I do recall having some concerns about the weight.
So you staked our lives on a hunch?
Suddenly, I'm more scared now than I was back then.
What's the problem? It did work.
Indeed it did.
You two scare me more than this machinery does.
Me too.
I brought what you asked for.
Now show us the cute pink thing!
This barely qualifies you as a pinkest amateur. Your next task is to bring us a peach elephant tusk.
A peach elephant tusk?
That sounds cute, but dangerous.
Giving up so soon? Well, that's up to you. The way of the pinkest is not for the faint of heart.
It's super not!
This is proving more difficult than I had anticipated.
You can do it, Elise.
Okay, I'll look for a peach elephant tusk.
Has everyone seen Sharilton's famous windmill?
Actually, we haven't had a chance yet.
It's well worth your time. The view from the plaza is particularly striking.
Wow. The scale of the spirit arts that must be required to keep this many windmills spinning boggles the mind.
As a servant of House Cheryl, may I ask what your business is here?
Oh, certainly. Forgive my intrusion. I was just observing the spirit arts that you use to turn the windmills.
Turn the windmills? What is he talking about?
I think I'll let Professor Jude field this one.
Well, the wind that makes Sharilton's windmills turn comes from channeling spirits. The spirit arts are cast in a way that amplifies wind flow throughout the entire city. And the enhanced wind power is funneled toward the windmills that need it.
Remember, kids, this will be on the final.
Fascinating.
Wow, you really know your stuff. Hey, I don't suppose you'd be willing to help me with my research.
What are you looking into?
I'm studying spirit climb changes and how they're affected by spirit art usage. My plan is to gather data from Sharilton with its heavy usage of spirit arts, and compare that to data from Gorge, which has high levels of spirit climb variability.
That's an interesting idea.
I'm pretty interested myself. I say we help out.
Very well.
Great! Okay then, could you use this spirit climb examination art at Gorge's highest point? This research could significantly impact the future of Rize Maxia. I appreciate your help with it.
Do you think this is a good enough spot to use that spirit climb examination art?
Sure. Looks good to me.
It seems ideal, in fact. Here, allow me.
What, that was it?
Correct. All the art does is summon lesser Earth spirits to record changes in the surrounding spirit climb.
It sounds like it could take a while before it's done.
So it's both boring and time-consuming.
That's just how science is.
That's not the stirring denial I expected from our honor student.
Whatever.
The spirits have done their job. Let's go back to Sharilton.
We should report back to the naturalist in Sharilton.
Let's stop and eat something soon.
Didn't we just eat? We used the art in Burmia Gorge, just like you asked.
Wonderful, thank you. Now I can document the connections between my Sharilton data and your Burmia Gorge data.
You know, I find it pretty hard to imagine that human spirit arts could affect a spirit climb that much.
I used to think so too, but Burmia Gorge's spirit climb changed dramatically right after these windmills were built. Some scientists even believe that Fenmont's expanding night climb may be connected to its urbanization as well.
Wow, I had no idea.
It's only a hypothesis, but it's worth gathering data to investigate.
I agree. It would be great to learn how spirit climbs change.
Jude has a real affinity for learning, doesn't he?
Yes, I imagine that was his true calling.
Whoever heard of a kid who actually likes studying?
I'm glad I was able to help you with your research.
You were an enormous help. If I find out anything interesting, I'll let you know.
You must be exhausted. You should rest. Allow me to see you to your chambers.
You do not wish to retire, young master?
Not yet. I need some air.
You seem burdened. Perhaps I could offer some counsel.
Maybe. It's kind of personal.
Is it about Miss Elise, perhaps?
Huh? Yeah.
My young mistress was kind enough to recount how Miss Elise came to accompany you on your journey.
Elise told Drissel about it? She's my responsibility. She has nothing to do with Mila's mission. I don't want to get her involved any more than she already is. Rowan, would the Sherrills be willing to take in Elise? She and Drissel get along so well. And you and Klein have been so nice to her.
The girl is little more than a stranger to you, and yet she weighs heavily on your mind.
Everyone teases me for being a do-gooding honors student, and maybe they're right. I just can't let things like this go.
Indeed. Please leave everything to me. I will discuss this matter with Lord Klein and Lady Drissel personally. Now you should rest. You need not add sleep deprivation to your list of burdens.
Thanks. Good night.
But of course, good night.
I still haven't heard from my people at Fort Gondala. I imagine you're growing impatient. Would you like me to dispatch Rowan to check on the preparations? Very well. I will send him at once. I'm counting on you, Rowan.
I will not let you down.
How long until you return?
Let's see. It should take me no less than a day to get to and from on horseback.
Oh, I suppose that means we'll have to bid farewell to our new friends tomorrow.
Looks that way, if everything's on track.
That settles it. Today, Ellie, Mila, and I are going shopping.
Shopping? For real? Hooray!
Time's a-wasting. Let's go!
Wait, where are we going?
I promised to take Ellie shopping, silly. If you're leaving tomorrow, Today's our only chance.
Ah, very well. You two carry on with your consumerism.
Everyone, to the shops!
To the shops!
Wait, put me down. I have no need for trinkets.
It's not gonna kill you to tag along.
Yeah, you might actually enjoy acting like a human girl for once.
A human girl? Strictly speaking, the concept of gender does not apply to me. I merely took the form of a woman upon manifesting in this realm.
I can no longer obey the king. He uses his own people as pawns. It's time to stand against these tyrants. It's the only way to protect this precious piece of ours.
Are you going to rebel?
Is there going to be a war?
I'm certain Noctigal has consolidated his power for an invasion on Azul. He has already shown that he's willing to sacrifice his own people to satisfy his ambition. If he isn't stopped, countless lives in Rashigal and Azul will be lost all for naught. I am the governor, and protecting the people who live here is something that I must do.
That's not easy.
You're right, but I'm responsible. Now, will you lend me your aid?
But, well,
Deposing Noctigal is in everyone's best interest. We must unite for this cause.
Master! Klein!
Damn it.
Heal him, quickly!
Right.
This arrow is... No, Jude, please, you mustn't give up now.
Rowan, you can't expect miracles. We know that the wound is mortal. It's up to you to look after the country now.
But I know that I'm not up to the task. It's impossible.
You of all people can do it. I know that you can.
Master, no. Don't go.
Lord Klein!
Please continue with your report.
Yes, sir! The Rashigal army has invaded the town. Our troops are engaged throughout the city.
Things just went from bad to worse.
Mila and the others are out there.
Very well. We must protect Lady Dressel at all costs. Master, please forgive me for having to leave your side. We must defend the manor.
Yes, sir! Let's go!
completed your cell.
Let's clear out these goons.
No, it will take too long and waste our energy. Stand down this instant! What point is there in fighting after you've completed your mission? Or are you mere savages who take delight in the suffering of your countrymen? Let us return to the manor.
Right.
Everything okay?
Yes, I have made arrangements for Lord Klein's funeral, although the ceremony will be brief.
How could this have happened?
The arrow that took my master's life was of a unique design, one used only by Noctigal's personal guard. And considering the timing of the army's invasion, it's obvious this was all a plot by Noctigal. The assassination allowed him to seize complete control of Roshagal.
Noctigal does think big.
I wonder where they took Mila and the others.
Fort Gandala, most likely. A single division of troops couldn't possibly attack multiple cities in a short time. It's reasonable to assume that Sapstrath Sea Haven remains safe and under Cheryl control. Thus, our attackers must have been ordered to return to Fenmont. And Fort Gandala is the only place equipped to house troops between here and there.
Good thinking. Makes sense to me.
We have to save them.
I like your moxie, kid, but we're talking about a fortress here. It's not like we can storm the walls.
On the contrary, we do need to rush. Tonight may be our only chance. The morale among those troops was visibly low, and now they've been forced to march home after battle with no rest. They'll be at their weakest, and don't forget we have a trump card ready and waiting.
That's right! The men we sent to infiltrate the fortress!
We should depart at once.
A butler, huh? Who is this old man exactly?
I can't believe they got Mila.
Are you so surprised? These are the same thugs who snared the 4 great spirits.
And I let the same thing happen again.
Let's get moving, gentlemen. We can't afford to suffer any more losses.
Aren't you listening? These guys are way out of our league.
Don't be ridiculous. They haven't a chance. Especially against a warrior of your considerable talent.
Hmm? Didn't take you for the sort that props up comrades with sweet talk.
That depends on the comrade. Does it seem to be working?
A nice effort, but I only fall for flattery when it comes from the lips of a lady.
Then let's go save Mila and the others. I'm sure they'll praise you.
Oh yeah? Well then, I guess I'll put out a little effort.
Excuse me, sir. I just wanted to say how great it was seeing someone stand up against those soldiers.
Don't you work for the governor? I do indeed. I am Rowan Ilbert, the Sherrill family butler.
Well, you really stuck it to them earlier. They should be ashamed of themselves for attacking civilians. Let alone kidnap women and children.
At least they scattered off afterwards. I guess they're not used to having someone challenge them.
They did seem a bit disorganized. Maybe their morale is low.
That may very well play a part. But the main reason they ran off is because they hadn't been ordered to kill us.
If they had, would they have done it? Even despite their misgivings?
That's what soldiers do.
That's what all grown-ups do. Working isn't supposed to be easy.
I guess so.